Hello, everyone. Welcome to Stockertim, the investors channel. On this episode of Stockertim Special, we'll be talking about yet another IPO in the crypto ecosystem. BitGo will be going public. Yet another crypto company looking to take the opportunity, the positive reception of Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency ecosystem, the Genius Act in the US. BitGo has now filed for a confidential IPO, and this IPO will be trading on Wall Street as soon as this has been approved. But there is more to it that meets the hype because it's a confidential IPO. The details has not been released yet, but we have a few information what we need to actually share with you, or what you need to know. You must still find out much more information as soon as this IPO, has been released, the filings, the details of the filings. But before you actually decide to buy this IPO or not to buy, here are some of the things we found out, what you need to be aware of as an investor, as a prospective shareholder. So let's jump right in. Of course, every information shared on this channel is for information and education purpose only. Do your due diligence or consult your financial advisor before making any decision. Give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, put on a notification bell so that you don't miss any update. Let's jump right in. So what exactly is BitGo? BitGo is a crypto custody company. So basically, crypto exchanges, cryptocurrency related companies, platforms where you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies. They don't necessarily hold their Bitcoin or the Bitcoin in the wallet of their customers. They work with companies like BitGo to actually keep these cryptocurrencies, either Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Litecoin, XRP. They work with the likes of BitGo to actually keep these cryptocurrencies safe, mostly in cold storage. Cold storage, is actually, storage of cryptocurrencies that is not necessarily in a wallet that can be transferable. Oftentimes is stored and securely saved in a platform that is not connected to the internet. So that's basically what a cold storage is. So a cryptocurrency company will need that cold storage to make sure the wallet or the super wallet that actually connects every other account on the exchange, especially the centralized exchange, is very, very safe from hacking, from any unauthorized access, and is they are able to actually account for every crypto currency stored in their custody. So the likes of BitGo, Coinbase Prime, Anchorage, and Fidelity, they actually provide these services. However, in this business, it seems BitGo is not necessarily the biggest. Actually, and as a matter of fact, Coinbase, which offers Coinbase Prime, is actually the de facto leader. Coinbase Prime actually provides custody for more than 90% of, or a bit more than that, of the entire cryptocurrencies that we have, especially Bitcoin, in the world. BitGo has about 20% ish, market share. They have about $100 billion worth of Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies in their custody, and that's what they've been able to achieve so far. So, as an investor, is this an IPO you should look to buy in? Is this an IPO you should actually look forward to participating in? I will be sharing a few information, majorly on the negative side first, and I'll go to the positive side of things for BitGo, and also look at the in between. Should you actually pause buying this IPO and wait till this company gets matured in the market, or should you actually wait and take a position, or actually buy at the beginning of the IPO? But let's look at the negative side of things, or not too good side of things, for BitGo as a company. So just like I said, BitGo is a smaller company, a smaller crypto custody company when you compare it to the likes of Coinbase. Coinbase Prime is the biggest. Yeah, Coinbase is a centralized exchange, but Coinbase Prime seems to be one of their biggest side of the business. They offer custody for even the U.S. government, a whole lot of investment and asset managers like BlackRock, the likes of Vanguard, Fidelity. They actually provide these services for big institutional investors in the cryptocurrency space. So BitGo has been able to get, like I said, about 20% ish of the total value of the market. They have about 100 billion. However, they didn't provide key details about the business. They filed a confidential IPO, but based on some of the preliminary information that we've been able to gather, BitGo actually is not necessarily a business that is profitable at the moment. They have a net loss as at first quarter of 2025. The company has a net loss of about $9.5 million. They actually have a deficit of about $150 million in total net loss as a company. The total cash they have in their holding, they have a cash of about $11.7 million. So it's not necessarily a very big company when it comes to in terms of cash that they have to provide buffer for the business in case they need to invest in research and development, they need to launch a new product, or to even do any acquisition at all. So this is not a company that has so much cash to play around with, and that's what you actually need to bear in mind. So if you have watched this video up to this point, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, put on your notification bell so that you don't miss any other update. So I'll go to other part of the business so that we can actually have a proper perspective on how BitGo as a business is faring. So part of what BitGo has also been able to do is to have some restricted cash in Bitcoin. BitGo has about 1,490 Bitcoin, which is now worth about $123 million dollars as restricted collateral. They also have about 89 Bitcoin, which has been reserved for customer rewards, which is about $7.4 million. So, debt profile wise, like I said, they have convertible notes, and this is what you also need to pay attention to as an investor. There is the risk of dilution because this company has taken some loans down the line when the business was trying to grow or was trying to scale, or they tried to invest in so much more technology or hire new talent, or get more ability to be able to actually run the business properly. So they have a few convertible loans that is going to be converted into shares. So as an investor, as a prospective shareholder, you have to bear in mind that there will be a few more dilution, which means much more shares will be issued, and because the companies who have actually provided these loans, they will need to actually recoup either getting their loans being paid off. But companies, especially companies quoted on the market, they usually prefer to actually perhaps get their money back through being offered shares, which they can actually sell for a higher margin or for a higher profit, which is exactly, especially if the business actually does better on the stock market, and the investor community gives it a better reception. So like I said, BitGo is still loss making. First quarter $9.5 million loss. The business, they have a debt exposure of about $66 million in convertible note backed by BTC. The liquidity cushion, which is their working capital, is just about $13.3 million. So that's as far as what we have for now. So yes, BitGo might not be profitable. It might not be a business that is very, very strong in terms of the being able to withstand the likes of Coinbase Prime. But what exactly is the silver lining here? I'm going to talk about that now. So one of the things that we need to look at as a business for BitGo is that this business is now coming to the market in a particular period where Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, blockchain ecosystem is now being given the right attention. It's now being welcome. There's now a mainstream awareness, mainstream reception, positive outlook. The Genius Act in the US is going to really, really benefit the entire ecosystem. And from the look of things, I believe it is the smaller players that will actually benefit more because their business will get the boost that they need. And now that a few companies who actually said they will never have anything to do with Bitcoin or crypto, now that many of them are now opening up their perspective to see what they can do with Bitcoin tokenization, stable coins now being perhaps going to be, used maybe by the likes of Amazon, the likes of eBay, the likes of, all of the biggest e-commerce giants, Walmart, if they start accepting stablecoin as a way of receiving payments, or even XRP as a way of receiving payments, this is going to actually quadruple the kind of business that the likes of BitGo actually has. So the network effect, the reception, the much more investment that is now coming into cryptocurrency will make the likes of BitGo to get more demand for custody, more demand for companies who have cryptocurrencies, who have Bitcoin in their holdings, and they want an institution that can actually secure this and also manage the access and the deployment of this holding. So I believe the likes of BitGo will get much more investment, much more customers. They are going to actually even develop much more product for smaller businesses who do not necessarily have a huge catch of Bitcoin or Ethereum to keep, but they just want to keep it in a way that can be audited by the accounting firms, by government, by regulatory compliance and all that. So I believe this is a golden moment, not just for BitGo, but for the entire ecosystem. So that's what I actually think about the business going forward. So down the line, I also see the likes of BitGo, which is another upside to this business. I see businesses like BitGo also going global. This business at the moment, they seem to be much more North America or a few European markets focused. If they are able to go global, Southeast Asia, part of Africa, a whole lot of these countries, because of the Genius Act in the US, many of these countries who until now they've been actually very, very positive towards crypto. Many of these countries, many of the companies, in this ecosystem, BitGo as a smaller player, many of these companies in these countries will actually see BitGo as a go-to instead of a Coinbase that is quite big. And one thing that has also been working for BitGo is unlike Coinbase, who actually announced recently that they've been a victim of a hack, which they were able to actually stop it as early as possible. BitGo hasn't had anything or any negative news around hacking and all that. They've actually touted themselves as that very, very safe platform where you can secure and custody holdings, especially for companies. So that actually is a plus for them. But how can they keep that long? For that long, how can they actually maintain that? Which means they will be investing much more in cybersecurity. They will spend a whole lot much money in making sure that reputation is intact, is not tainted. So that's what I actually think. And the $1,000,000 question, like I always say, is should you be buying this IPO? Should you be buying BitGo when it goes live in the market? It's left for you to actually decide. But from what I can see, this is a business that is a bit smaller compared to Coinbase Prime, which is the biggest on the market. This is a business that is still net loss making business. This is also a business that still needs to grow. There's so much more that this business still has ahead of it. So, and that's why I'm actually inviting everyone, join our community. We actually do much more due diligence, much more analysis. We break everything down so that you don't necessarily make decisions just based on what you see on social media or what you actually have not fully researched. And that's why I'm dropping this link at the top. You can actually join the community today so that you can be a part of the community. So, of course, it's not financial advice, it's not regulated advice. We don't tell you what to do, we provide you with all the quality researched information that you can also do your due diligence on. You can also use it to broaden how you actually see things, how you can actually change your perspective towards investing in the financial market. So the aim of the community is basically to actually give you all the tools, give you all the information. You get exclusive newsletters that goes out 3 times in a week: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You get quarterly events that exclusive to members, one-on-one check-in to actually look at your portfolio, what you've been doing, how you've been doing it. And also we also do reviews from time to time, and we have a detailed list of some of the stocks that we've recommended over the years. Look at Palantir, one of the stocks that we recommended 3 years ago. It has now done 10x of what it was, over 1,500% return. So if you join this community now today, you have the opportunity to broaden your scope. As to whether BitGo is a buy or sell, I've shared some of this information that we have. If we have more information about the IPO filing, we'll bring it to you. But till then, we will call this a close. So keep investing, keep growing. Take care, and bye-bye.